Hi, I'm Chase Jones. This is my speech about how Marvel movies and Star Wars changed my life and why I think people should give them more of a chance. When looking back on my childhood, some of my first memories have to do with TV shows and movies. Not just bits and pieces of them, but nostalgic memories and things that actually stuck with me, things that I've used in my life today, and their lessons that I've learned. The main category that I learned these from are Star Wars and Marvel movies. While yes, these movies have built a cult following, they've built a lot of haters along the way. While this will never sway my love for these movies and what they did for me. As a young child, nobody influences you more than your parents. The foods you eat, the things you get to do, who you're around, the music you listen to, and mainly what you watch on TV. Unless your parents were very strict about what you watch, it's not very uncommon that they wouldn't show you what they liked as a kid. For me, what my parents liked was Star Wars. My father was a teenager when the first movies came out, and I was a young child when the prequels came out. The prequels came out on May 16th, 2002, and I was actually born on May 20th, 2002. As a child, I always felt a connection to the Anakin character. He was extremely selfless and confident and brave, and I just thought this was the coolest thing that you could have in a character. Obviously, I was too young to understand the concepts of these, so that's why I just considered it so cool. Looking back on it though, I learned to control my anger at a young age, and honestly, avoided the experience of anger. I also learned being a follower can turn you exactly into the person you don't want to be. As I got older and Star Wars started to fade, there was not a lot of action in my life, mostly filled with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon shows. It wasn't enough for me. That's when Iron Man blasted onto the scene. I was too young to watch the first Iron Man when it came out, yet even have an interest in it. So I remember when Iron Man 2 came out more vividly. I remember at school, all the older kids were talking about it, or even adults were talking about it. It was mainly on the news a lot. So I watched this movie and I instantly fell in love with it. After watching it, I had to figure out how he got his suit in the first place, so I watched Iron Man 1. I was hooked. These movies created almost Star Wars all into one character, a suit technically from the future, holding a man with confidence. My parents had the first iPad, and I remember my brother and I downloaded Iron Man 1 and 2 onto these iPads. We used to watch Iron Man on flights, road trips, even car rides. Any chance we had, we were watching it. They made a forever fan out of me just based on these first couple movies, and I was buying a ticket anytime Marvel was releasing a movie ever after that. Each story has so much to it. It has relationships, it has love, it has betrayal. It has all characteristics that are in your main loved movies, but people seem to not notice that because it was coded in a comic book exterior. The way they have tied these 22 movies together, I don't think will ever be done again, and I don't think any sequel set can be compared close to that. To me, these sets go unappreciated. After the final Avengers movie came out though in 2019, I think Marvel finally got some of the respect it deserved. No matter how much the movies made in the box office or how many people could tell someone to go see it, there was just groups of people that just had no interest. I think the final movie, Avengers Endgame, actually broke that barrier. Not broke it, but shattered it. People found these concepts truly childish and having no depth behind them, but these movies changed that, the final two. These movies have deep messages when it comes to relationships, family, love, and bettering yourself. I've made true friends just talking about these movies and discussing the topics that they take on, so I think we're taking a step in the right direction. You don't think things from a movie will stick with you until you catch yourself constantly referencing them in life and wondering what's coming next. So if one of these movies come on your TV, please don't be so quick to change the channel and take a second to realize maybe these do have some message to them. Maybe I could see what Chase was talking about. Thank you. Have a great day.